This feels like a bold thing to just say out loud. No? We're acting fine with this? Everybody? A lot of people are saying maybe we'd like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense. I'm a smart person. Trump signs executive order creating specialized National Guard units that will address public order issues. So we're officially being patrolled by our own military. Cool. If you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. The Supreme Court ruled in Texas versus Johnson in 1989 that burning the American flag is constitutionally protected symbol of speech, and reaffirmed that protection in U.S. versus Eichmann the following year, striking down the Flag Protection Act. Trump has long called for jail time for those who desecrate the flag and says Monday, when you burn the American flag, it incites riots. You think that's what incites riots? Okay. Why Trump's snap cuts could affect free NC school lunches starting next year. On this day 104 years ago, one of the most important events in American labor history occurred that very few know about, the Battle of Blair Mountain. It's worth looking into, especially all this talk of unions and such. The battle was used to justify federal workers' protections and resulted in the passage of major labor rights around the time of the New Deal, including the Norris-LaGuardia Act, the Wagner Act, and the Fair Labor Standards Act. I also found this interesting since we know a lot of people use this in a derogatory way. Fox News still doesn't get that Gavin Newsom is trolling them by acting exactly like the president. And that's all. That's all he's doing different. Is nothing. Kilmar Abrego Garcia detained by ICE during check-in. The Maryland man, wrongfully deported to El Salvador in March and later returned to the U.S., was taken into federal custody Monday morning by immigration authorities. They're still trying to pin an entire case on him, and since he refuses to plead guilty to the bogus stuff they tried to charge him with, they want to send him to Uganda. D.C. students head back to school amid Trump's law enforcement surge. Just a great podcast I listened to today, just saying. 4 journalists and at least 14 people killed in Israeli strike on Gaza hospital, officials say. FEMA staff warned Trump officials' inexperience could cause a Katrina-level disaster. Several survivors of abuse by convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein are preparing to speak publicly for the first time. I must have missed all the Law and Order SVU episodes where they didn't interview the victims and just ask the criminals what happened. Sorry for everything bad I said about you, universe. Sometimes you really do deliver.